it like you're supposed to. Alright, we should be live again. So the good news is somebody
Yeah.
gets to click the thing again.
I think it was my turn. I think I get to shoot a thing as soon as this table's back up.
Let's give it a second for everybody to come back in.
Oh, hey, and it made the fourth one visible.
Hello, fourth one. How are you doing?
Oh, and I can move. Okay. Is everybody here? Can I shoot the thing?
You can shoot the thing. Go ahead.
Alright, so let's take a crossbow bolt at this one. That'll hit an armor class of 20.
20 does hit. That's the one that just got hit with Toll
Yeah.
the Dead. Okay.
The 1 damage, Toll the Dead. That'll deal a total of 10 magical piercing damage.
That's enough.
Go get him, Scrappy. Scrappy's gonna move to here, actually. That's probably the most advantageous spot. He's gonna attack this one.
Okay.
I'm reminded of that
Armor
guy
class
from
of
Samurai
14.
Showdown.
14 does hit.
For 8 force damage.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turns.
And he is now bloodied. That's going to bring us to Lucius.
Alright, Lucius has... Can I draw a bead on this guy? Let's
Not from that position. I can't imagine.
Maybe. Going from corner to corner on the blocks there.
I'm going to give him 3/4 cover. You're firing through 2 occupied spaces.
That's fair. As long as I have line of sight, I should be okay.
Aim high, I'm 3 feet tall.
It's a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Excellent.
Shoot him in the butt.
Well, his butt's not facing you. Definitely can't hit the butt.
I mean, that's the weak spot though, right? That's 8 force damage.
8 damage?
8 force damage, yep, to that one.
Okay. And it is dead as well.
Hooray!
Moving or staying put?
I don't want to move because I'm gonna shift over to this side of the hall.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Florian.
Hello.
What is the Onomancer take on if somebody mispronounces your true name?
Rude.
I don't think Onomancers can mispronounce names.
It's just an alternate interpretation of their identity.
Okay.
Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Okay. That
There you
is
go.
a 20
20 does hit.
for 5 damage.
Okay.
Big old cantrips.
And stepping back.
Yep.
This guy skitters out of sight somewhere. This guy lunges forward at Gustavus.
Okay.
Go ahead and take disadvantage from deflect attack.
That's still a pretty good roll. I don't know if it'll hit Gus, but it's still pretty good. Gus, I've got a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Nice.
For now.
Ooh, for 7 points of bludgeoning damage. That's a pretty good round for one of these monsters. And he's just bringing his fists down, crashing around your head and ears. And you start hearing an uptick in the echoing, gibbering noises somewhere behind you. More excited than they were a moment ago. That brings us to Gus's turn.
I'm going to hit this man with my hammer.
Wait, which man?
The one in front of me.
Not the one behind you with the fedora?
No.
Okay.
I'd damage his hat if I did that.
Ooh, that's true. You don't want
Can't do that.
to damage a man's hat.
Look,
That's,
think of how much you got charged for damaging a desk and then multiply that by the extra value of the hat.
Sentimental value. It's like just like pain and suffering. That's a miss.
Okay. Moving or staying put?
There's nowhere to go.
Seeker.
Alright. Seeker is going to require that thing to make a wisdom saving throw.
Very good. 9. I'm sorry, 8.
Yeah, that's not going to do it. And now I get to roll the big boy die.
You guys are almost there. Your cantrips are almost good.
12
Woo!
points of necrotic damage.
And that's it for him.
And I don't like that chittering from behind.
Nope.
And I like this big badger in front of me.
So run into the badger. It's going to bring us to Alexander.
If I move to there, can I see the one that disappeared through the door?
You see the space where he might have occupied before he vanished.
Mm-hmm.
But looking in there, what you see instead is a fairly large, intentional, by which I mean like square, rectangular hole in the wall cut out of the bricks.
Along which wall?
Right there.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. If I move to here, can I see anything?
I mean, you just see this hole in this wall here.
Okay.
Does it look like a door?
No, it's definitely not a door. It's like a square hole cut into the wall. Maybe 2 feet off the ground.
That's the end of my movement. Do I not see anything right now?
This hole just descends down into darkness. It looks like on the other side of the hole, it's a chute, like it slopes downwards somewhere.
How steep is it?
You could probably safely enter the chute and work your way forward without tumbling down it uncontrollably. Is that what you're going to do? Please say yes.
No, I'm going to dodge. But
Okay.
Scrappy's all up for that.
Just dive down the chute.
Yeah, 25 to get him into the chute. Can you see anything? I order him to go down there and attack any of these things that
Now,
ran
okay,
ran
let's
down
be
there.
clear. Is he climbing
Yeah.
up and like perching in the front of the chute, or is he sliding down the chute?
Well, you said he wouldn't just slide uncontrollably.
No, but he can if he wants. That's why I want to be crystal clear.
No, he'll work his way down.
Okay. So he's
So
going
it's,
to end his movement about 5 feet into the chute.
Well,
Is that my-
so it's 25 to get in there. Does he see anything in there after he goes?
No, it's just a straight chute
So
that slopes downward.
How long does it look?
I don't... What kind of vision does he have?
Pretty decent dark vision. It might be 60. Let me double check.
Also, his butt is sticking out, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
The
he-
torch.
The torch is wagging.
The torch isn't lit though.
Oh, it's not lit? Okay.
No.
Is it 60 feet?
Yeah, 60 feet of dark vision.
So the chute is pretty uniform for the first 10 or 20 feet or so. And then it slopes downward and out of sight. A more steep drop. So he'd have to climb. He'd have to go forward another 10 feet to look down into the hole.
Oh yeah, let's have him look down into the hole. Then he's got space.
Looking down into the hole, it never becomes purely vertical, but it starts to skew off slightly to the left a little bit. And it looks like it opens up into a space after that.
How big of a drop is it?
It's got to be less than 60 feet from where Scrappy is. So it's not an unsafe drop. Like, you could slide down this slope without injuring yourself and land in the space on the other side.
I'll have him dodge at the top of the slope.
Okay. I didn't mean to knock him over. Okay, that's going to bring us to Lucius.
Lucius is going to 5, 10, and look about around the this area.
Are you using your action to do this?
Yes.
Make an active perception check.
Take stock of what we got up here. That's not great. That's only an 8.
An 8? Yeah, through the echoing chittering of the whole area, you're sure there are creatures all around you, but you can't pinpoint any specific ones. There are none in your direct line of sight, and you can't hear any that you can identify nearby. But you're sure that they're still out there.
15, 20, 25. Oh, yeah. Can't get any more movement out of that. And Lucius says, I can hear him coming up behind us. We need to prepare some defenses here.
Florian.
Okay.
Just stepping forward there.
And dodge. Yeah, I'm good.
Dodging inside the room. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me do some measurement here.
I was wondering if I should do an active perception check to try and find the gibbering whatever, but this is more fun for you, so.
From this position now, you can definitely hear the scurrying and gibbering noises moving closer to you because you can hear them now emanating directly from the central chamber. That's going to bring us to Gustavus.
Gus is going to grab Lucius, and we're going to, together, both of us, we're going to move here, and I'm going to put Lucius there, and I'm going to... So as I can extricate us.
It's tricky.
That works. That's fine. It's close enough.
You're just moving up here?
Yes.
No action?
I guess I could dodge.
Well,
But no, I use my action to grab Lucius. I guess.
It's going to bring us to Seeker's turn.
All right. Alex, can Scrappy talk to you?
No. He understands common and deep speech and Gnomish and a few others, but he can't actually talk.
Okay, then
I just want to go down there and take a look and see if there's anything to attack.
I am going to summon Tony.
Yeah.
To pop in over here. I'm gonna have him stay back with Scrappy and listen and let me know if everything down there leaves. Because if it turns out to be a situation where we're better off going down that chute, I'd rather know about it.
Okay. So, where is Tony actually going?
He's gonna be standing right behind Scrappy.
Okay. Is that the end of Seeker's turn?
Yep.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Alex.
How far out is Scrappy right now? Like how far down this tunnel?
About 20 feet.
So I can move to there and take a look down. What do I see if I look down there?
Same thing that Scrappy did. I mean, you see the slope gets steeper. It starts to skew slightly to the left. And then after a slope of maybe another 15 feet or so, it opens up into a space. Whether it comes out of a ceiling or a wall, you can't be sure, but you can see a room on the other side. Right now, there's no motion or light in that room, and you don't hear any sounds coming directly from it.
Let's go ahead and use my action to imbue light into the nail on the back of Scrappy.
That happens.
The torch. And that's the end of Alex's turn. Scrappy will move 40 feet down that tunnel.
So he's going to slide all the way down.
Yep.
Alright, let's...
Scrappy emerges from the wall right here.
Okay.
This door is open. It opens up out into this hallway.
He'll just dodge.
Okay. It's going to bring us to Lucius.
Is there anything coming up the hallway?
Not this hallway you can see, no, but you can hear the sounds from the room beyond it. This hallway still looks clear.
Lucius takes a couple steps back. Here.
Okay.
It is an action. If a creature enters this square, it's getting Eldritch Blast.
If a creature?
If a creature enters that square, he's getting Eldritch Blast.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Florian.
Florian, don't go into that square.
I was thinking, I was like, oh, I should probably leave. Alright.
Non-cipher bonus.
2, 3, 5. And Alexander is making his way down this little chute.
He's about 20 feet forward. You can see him at the slightly below you, and he's looking down where the chute gets steeper.
Alex, are you really sliding all the way down?
Just thinking about it. Scrappy's down there already. Nothing happened down there that I can hear.
Alright. I'll slide down when you're done. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. And Florian dodges, just in case.
All right. Scrappy. Two of the creatures, hearing the metal badger clamber into the room, emerge through the door. Here. Make sure I'm counting them correctly on my end. I don't know why I put so much effort into making sure I count my monsters correctly. Like, you guys would never know if I was doing it correctly or not.
Oh, I would know.
Would you?
He's dodging, so you got disadvantage
Oh!
for 50.
First crit of the night.
But you have disadvantage though.
I know, but I'm still gonna get this crit. I believe, Nodal.
I don't.
Again, I could just tell you whatever number I want. Like, I could just, oh yeah, 3 crits, look at that.
Yeah, but we'd know.
You wouldn't do that because that would be like you throwing a barbecue.
That's true. It's not following the rules.
Yeah.
That was cutting, sir.
I do love to barbecue. I have an 18 to hit Scrappy.
That hits.
And the other one misses. We're looking at 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Oh, no, sounds like there's something down there.
More or less than it's coming down the hall.
Tony says it sounds like 2 of them.
All right. Yeah, this one is for sure going to enter this square.
That's you, Lucius. Hey.
Hey. What's up?
Blast him.
As they come dashing around the corner.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna try and snipe him out. Let's clog this doorway. That is a 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Pleased to be enjoying 6 force damage.
Okay. And it is bloodied. And that does not deter it from dashing all the way into the room.
Sure.
As does this guy. As does this guy.
Oh, please don't.
As does this guy. It's going to bring us to Gus.
This one that's bloodied.
What about him?
I'm gonna hit him with my hammer.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
That is a 20 to hit,
It does hit.
and that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
And that is enough.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to step right here. And
Staying put.
that is the end of my turn.
Seeker.
All right. I am going to step a little bit forward,
Yep.
lean under the 2 peoples who are way too tall into me, and fire a trio of eldritch or of magic missiles through their legs,
All-
unerringly targeting this one.
All 3 of them, huh? Go ahead.
Well, because otherwise, if I split my damage and the thing lives, it was a waste of a spell.
You wouldn't want to waste a spell.
I wouldn't want to waste a spell. Seeker is very cautious with his spells.
You wouldn't download a spell, would you?
Seeker would download all the spells.
I mean, isn't that what he's trying to do?
You're basically doing that, yes.
That is 12 points of magic missile damage.
That's enough for him. Moving or staying put?
I'm good back here. Tony is going to slide down the hallway to land behind Scrappy.
Okay, there's nowhere for him to stand behind Scrappy because the slope here is too steep.
I can stand under Scrappy. Tony's tiny.
Okay. Unless he decides to sit down, doesn't see him there.
Yeah,
It's gonna bring us to Alex.
that'll be a mess. Then he'll get lit on fire.
So how far down?
You got to slide down about 20 more feet or so,
Okay.
and there's really nothing to stop you from kind of crashing into Scrappy there.
Okay.
You're not gonna be able to
Hi-ho.
end your. You're not gonna be able to end your turn in that space though.
Just hi-ho silver.
Just gonna have to move to like there.
Yeah, that's fine.
That'll take all my movement anyway. Let's go ahead. Actually, give me a second to think here, because I do not like shooting in melee. If anything else will help. Okay. Disadvantage from point blank. So that'll hit an armor class of 15
That's good.
for 11 points of magical piercing damage.
Also good.
Okay.
Put one right through his eye socket that he does not have.
Let's have Scrappy take a swing.
Okay.
That'll an armor class of 23.
Also good.
That's wrong. 4. 10 magical force damage.
And it is bloodied.
Alright. Yeah, that's everything.
Okay, it's going to bring us to Lucius.
Lucius is going to take a pot shot at that. in the
Very good.
corner. With his Eldritch Blast of Eldritchness. That's only a 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Okay, that's the end of Lucius's turn. I'm not moving.
Okay, it's
I'm not
going to bring
giving
us
this guy an attack
to
of opportunity.
Florian.
You have temp HP, don't you?
Are either of these guys taking damage?
They have not.
Okay.
You guys have been one-shotting them.
We
Mostly.
have been one-shotting them. Oh no, I don't want to get that close. Gonna shoot that one right in the face with a Ray of Frost.
Do it.
That is a 20 to hit,
That's good.
and it takes 2 damage somehow on that corner.
All right, moving or staying put?
I'm good. This is a good space to be in.
Okay. I'm going to start down here with Alex.
Yep.
I have a 9 to hit. Alex?
Nope.
I have an 8 to hit Gus.
Let me check my AC.
Whoo! And I have a critical fumble to hit Lucius, so nobody hits nothing this turn. That's going to bring us to Gus.
He falls in a big cream pie.
Gus is going to attack this guy.
Yep.
His gun explodes.
That is a 25 to hit
That's good.
for 11 points of damage.
And that's enough for him.
I think I have confirmed that they have indeed 11 hit points.
You hammer him in the face and he goes down. Moving
Yeah,
or
I did
staying
10
put?
last time.
You know what? I'm going to... I'm actually going to move.
Okay.
The reason is so that I eat his reaction.
And he's going to use it.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Crap.
Why did you do this?
So that Lucius could back up and fire, I figured I have a 20. Currently have a 20 AC. So
9 points of bludgeoning damage from the critical hit.
okay.
Thanks for eating that crit for me,
My
buddy.
second one of the session. The first one I had to throw away. That's
Are
gonna
you
bring-
having a barbecue?
God, I mean, I've got meat. I've got a grill. I could.
Ow.
It's gonna bring us to Seeker.
Alright, this is the one that
Socially.
took 2 points of damage, right?
Yeah,
I don't see
That's
him
the
having
one-
taking any damage.
that's the one Lucius attacked.
Yeah, I oh no, I whiffed that one. I beefed
Oh.
that one.
Yeah, he doesn't
Plus
have.
one
he's-
hit for 2 points of damage. Alright, anyways.
No,
I
that
am-
one already. That one died already.
Damn it. I am going to, yeah, let's just hold the dead on it. Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Alright, and it's good. And I am going to swing my way down the slide.
Okay, now
Land down here. But
you can either use your movement to traverse the slide. It's about 40 or 50 feet or so, all told, or you can just fall uncontrollably.
Let's fall uncontrollably.
So you slide uncontrollably down the slide. Let's get a strength saving throw from Scrappy. And from Tony
How
Hawk.
much can he weigh? Scrappy gets at least a 12. It might be a 14.
Tony gets 5.
Tony is knocked prone as Seeker tumbles out of the side of the chute and is knocked and falls prone at the end.
But I didn't use my movement, right?
You what?
I didn't use my movement?
No, you can stand up.
Yeah, stand up.
You can get on top of Scrappy. He's got a saddle. He's medium, you're small.
I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, but he doesn't have any proficiency in mounted combat, so that would be a bad idea. It's gonna bring us to Alex.
Tony, however, is going to stand up, and then he's going to just flap his way over at this guy, giving Alexander advantage on his next attack against him.
Okay. That's gonna bring us to Alex.
Yep. Let's go ahead and use that bird distraction. They'll hit an armor class of nope.
His armor class is higher than
11.
no. 11 does hit.
Oh! That hits an armor class of yep. For 9 damage.
And that's enough, because he only had 1 hit point left.
This is why it drives me nuts when you people just say it doesn't hit. Say
Take
the
a
number.
look. Move into here and take a look.
So looking down the hallway here, there's a set of double doors here. If you turn left, you're going up the stairs. The hallway ends at this side where you see another door, but that one is closed.
We've got a whole hall down here. How are they doing up top?
There's like one guy left.
Okay. 5, 10, 15. Can I see anything? Like, does this... This isn't, like, continuing. It's just a wall?
It's a double door.
Okay. I'm going to stop there.
It's the same size as the single doors. You don't have the big vaulted ceiling like you did in the center room.
Uh-huh.
But it does look more ornate than the standard doors you've been opening before. It also looks like they have not been disturbed in a long time.
Scrappy's going to move to there and dodge.
Okay, and from this position, Scrappy can see up the stairs to this point here. Like that.
How far long is that stairway?
I measured this square as being adjacent to this square.
Okay, cool.
That's going to bring us to Lucius.
Hey,
Can you be the
I'm
guy?
gonna walk out of this guy's threat range.
Oh, yeah. He's going to take... Oh, he can't. Oh.
Wow, thank you.
Listen,
thank you.
You got your
No,
crit
no,
already.
I thank you. That's a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
You took your pound of flesh, Perkroad. That's gonna kill it. That's 12.
Yeah, that's
force
enough.
damage. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, or 30 would.
I mean, that was the last one. We can come off initiative now.
I'm traversing it safely.
I gotta step away for 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back.
Yep.
And we will finish up this wing of the dungeon.
Alright, McDohl, I don't want you to get mad at me, but there's absolutely no way that Florian isn't going to fling himself down that slide.
Into you.
I mean, that's
it's
fair.
going to be
It'll
into
be
you.
funny. It'll be funny.
Alright,
It'll
You
be funny.
realize-
That's fine.
warning you ahead of time. I
It'll
don't
be
want
funny.
you to sigh and grumble.
No, it'll be funny. It's fine. But now the audience that's watching us at home are gonna know it's gonna happen, and then it's gonna be like,
No, it'll still be extremely funny. Don't worry, everyone's gonna love it.
I take solace in the fact that the only one who doesn't know about it now is Brookroad. Still mad at Treble for not holding that back, the Eldritch Knight thing where you can just summon your weapon from anywhere.
Yeah, I meant to ask you, Treble. Is your thing automatically a magic weapon now?
No, it's not a magic weapon.
Okay.
It is a normal. It is whatever properties of the weapon. I can just literally summon it from
If you
anywhere.
are nice
It's
to
like you got.
Florian,
It's
every
like
now
you
and
got
then
it.
you can make a magic weapon. Only if you're nice to him.
It's like you have to attune with it or something like that. Like it, right? Isn't that how it works?
It's a 1 hour ritual per weapon, and I can
Alright.
change. I got 2 weapons.
My apologies. What's next?
McDohl, the floor is yours.
Yeah, Florian is sliding down. after.
Uh-oh. Aren't you going to run into Lucius doing that?
So Lucius is carefully maneuvering down, but Florian is just sliding down. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Lucius, let's get a strength saving throw.
I have a -2 to this.
Warlocks don't get
That's
strength.
a 2.
You are
That's a
not
2.
able to stop Florian from crashing into you, and the both of you tumble through the chute and exit prone on the other side.
Guess what happens immediately after that? Gus slides down the.
And then a few moments later, heavily armored Gus comes flying out and lands on top of you.
And the three of you just lie there looking up as Seeker's just sitting there petting Tony.
Gus immediately runs up the stairs to go again.
Sorry I crushed you, Tony.
Gus, go ahead and take another 11 from a Cure Wounds.
Well, thank you.
You're very powerful, Tony. I'm sorry I slid
Florian.
in.
When we're going through creepy dungeons of hell death, need to be careful when we're traveling. Yes, otherwise things like that happen.
No, it's fine.
I was assured it was safe.
I'm gonna start and then Alex, after putting a spray salve on, Gustav is gonna spend a minute hammering out some of these dents that were put in. Oh, that's cute. Some of the dents that were put in Scrappy.
Okay.
Gus is gonna stand at the foot of the
Mending.
stairs.
Yeah, and Gus, from that position, you can see straight up the stairs up into the main room.
Yeah, I'm just watching for more evil, blind abominations.
No shortage of ambient gibbering coming from up in that direction.
Florian, can you bend over for a second?
So all great adventures start.
And Seeker places Tony on Florian's head. Makes him feel tall.
What's next?
Florian is not bothered by that one iota.
All right. Well, do you want to try the double doors?
Tony poops on your head.
No,
Yeah.
it's part of Find Familiar.
I'm gonna.
Steps
Pick
up.
up
They
on
gain
this.
control over
Yep.
their bowels.
Anyway,
Opening up the
open
door.
the door. Yeah.
Opening the doors, it opens into a kind of about 20 by 20 room. And at the far side of the room up here, you see a slightly raised dais. But instead of having steps that lead up to it, it's just got sloped edges. Kind of like a ramp on either side that go up to it. Embedded into the far wall is a large, some kind of metallic surface. It looks severely rusted, so you're thinking it's probably some iron alloy. But again, chipped and chiseled into this large circular structure, at one point was a large sigil of some whatever demon these people worship, but it's unrecognizable now. It's been purposely defaced and demolished.
Wow, look at that obvious, like, I don't know, like, if I were, like, designing an evil, like, blasphemous dungeon,
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd put something behind that. That's just so...
I mean, so here's something I thought of, Seeker.
Yeah.
I could use mending to repair one of these if we wanted to look at it, but I don't really think that's a good idea.
I don't see the benefit
Yeah.
as of yet. It might be useful, actually. Knowing like the sigil of a demon might come in handy at some point
No,
if we
I
need.
think I'd do it with the smaller one upstairs, though, and not this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it seems
I'm
like
gonna
that's
go
not a thing we
investigate
want
this
to do.
wall.
But if we
But then
need
we
to
can
anger
smash
a
it again.
devil,
Then, Gustav, you can smash it again as much as you want.
Yeah, okay.
That's an investigate of 13.
So, before we get to that, mendings wouldn't work in this case in the manner you're thinking of, because you don't know what the original was supposed to look like.
Okay.
It says it can repair a single break or tear in an object, so you'd have to cast it repeatedly. Which means you could mend the object, but it would just look like you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between what was a purposeful axe mark and what was a chisel mark that was created in the original sigil. And you got what on the investigation?
13.
13. You don't find anything along the back wall, but the large iron disc is not embedded into the wall. But you can actually squeeze your fingers behind it a little bit, and on a scale of 1 to 10, how reckless are you being here?
Well, I didn't search for traps specifically. It's probably about a 7.
you realize that there's a space behind the wall where you can slip your hand and your fingers. You don't want to go too deep in or else you risk them getting smashed. But
Yeah.
it occurs to you, you don't know how this large metal disc is affixed to this wall.
That sounds like crowbar work.
Do you want me to, how much can Scrappy hold back? Because I could try levitating him up there to crowbar it off from the top.
Can you just levitate the actual disc?
Can we just give Gus the crowbar and let him go to town?
Does that count as
If I
digging?
No.
Okay.
Loophole.
All right, I'll crowbar it. I'm standing to the side, getting as much leverage as I can without being in the path of the disc if it were to fall outward.
We can get you.
Standing to which
Okay.
side? The left side or the right side? Left
Whatever
side.
this side is.
Okay. You manage to crowbar it. It doesn't come clear of the wall, but you manage to see where it's connected at the top. It looks like there's a metal pole or rod or peg that kind of obtrudes from the stone wall above it that this disc was slid onto. And at the bottom, so at the 12 o'clock position and then down at the 6 o'clock position, you see a similar peg. So in order to get this out, you're going to need somebody on the other side with a crowbar moving at the same time, and it's going to slide out and then crash onto the floor.
So
And-
the way that he's lifting it right now, could one of us squeeze under the crack in it if he kept holding it?
No, there's not enough space. The problem is that the leverage from this side is going to catch on the peg on the other side.
Okay. Can Scrappy's like horrible robot claws? Can we use that instead of a crowbar?
Sure,
Because I don't think we have a second crowbar.
sure.
Yeah.
So you guys get there and you pry it 1, 2, 3. Pry it away from the wall, and the whole thing comes forward, teeters for a second, and then crashes with a great explosive sound, revealing the plain stone wall on the other side.
Well, gosh, dingle dang it.
Gus is gonna walk over and angrily hit the wall with the crowbar.
Okay, can you do that?
Does it feel good?
Do you feel better?
I'm gonna look at the back of that plate.
Yeah, I'm
Any
investigating
interesting
the wall
parts on it?
anyway.
Okay, let's get an investigation check from Seeker and one from Alex.
Yep.
Because if I was going to hide something, I would put this plain stone wall, and then when they got frustrated, I would have an actual hidden passage.
So 19 on investigating the plate.
It's rusted. In some spots, it's actually rusted most of the way through. And like I said, it's been purposely damaged. But the plate itself, other than the two rivets at the 12 and 6 o'clock position where they can slide onto these pegs, doesn't look to be anything special about it. How about you, Seeker?
Okay.
That's a 17.
17. Down at the floor, you find a brick that's not masoned into place.
Ah! And then Seeker just taps the side of his head. You gotta think.
You gotta think like a demon worshiper? Is that what we're doing here?
I'm backing the heck up. Oh, you have no position to talk, Lucius.
Lucius
He
grins.
worships- he worships
Which one's
devils.
the cold silver one? Is that Lucius or these guys?
Anyway, I'm going to pull the
Devils.
brick out.
Okay, you pull the brick out, and this time looking down, you do not see a wooden peg to grab in the recess.
Okay. I'm gonna feel around for the door.
Okay, and you feel around for a moment, you manage to find the place where if you push, it'll swivel the door open. There is indeed a secret door in the wall.
So they hid this other hidden torture chamber behind a door behind a giant metal plate. So something tells me that this might be even more hardcore than what we've run into before.
What's next?
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
opening the door.
Crossbow out.
Okay, and it opens up into
Reading spells.
a 10 by 10 space. Looking at the actual doorway, you see the mechanism in the floor where one of those wheels could have been affixed, and you see the place where the wheel is attached to something that goes off into the stone wall to operate something on the other side. However, no wheel has actually been placed down. It's just a bare spot. Looking in the 10 by 10 room, this is probably the most pristine room you've seen since you've entered into this crypt. The top of the room has the 4 tubes, just like you've seen in other secret doors in the area. However, in the back of the room has a stone shelf carved into the back wall. And sitting on it, you see 2 small black coffers and a small, like maybe grapefruit-sized cylindrical vocabulary is hard, like a bowl with a stopper on the top of it.
Okay. I'm
All
not
right.
going in the room.
Yeah,
That
that
sounds
seems
like
like
an excellent time to do a detect magic ritual.
Are you doing the whole 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Lucius is gonna keep an eye out on the hallway.
You detect magic from the cylindrical bowl, little ramekin
While
thing.
he's doing that, Alex is going to get down into where the wheel would be
Mhm.
and see if we can't work out the mechanism behind if you put a wheel in here, how that actually works.
You're not certain?
Mhm.
It looks like the mechanism would have had to have been built, and then the stone walls built up and over on top of it. Otherwise, you
Okay.
need some way to physically move through the wall.
Is there like a place here where there's a spoke that I could like, if I had something, I could engage it? Like, is there any mechanism like reaching down, looking through that, like that's exposed the rest of it, like the part that the wheel would attach to?
I mean, you can see the hole in the wall off to the side where such a mechanism must run through, but you'd have to dismantle the wall to get much more than that. I'm assuming you're already
Okay.
down there, like poking and prodding with a
Yeah,
pole
yeah.
or whatever.
I got my
else.
thieves' tools out.
Yeah.
Can we
Correct.
like,
Well, just real quick, I forget where we landed on detect magic. Do we get schools these days? Like, does it look like it's gonna? Is it like abjuration? Is it gonna conjure a fireball?
That's a better idea than what I actually had. Necromancy.
Necromancy. That's the one. That's always the third.
I want to check these coffers for traps before I actually try removing them from the shelf.
They're small black coffers.
Mhm.
They're inlaid on the top with golden filigree, and it forms a circular shape, and it looks like a beating heart, not a heart shaped like Lisa Frank, like an actual human heart, impaled through with a spike.
Are they? Can I remove them? They're not like built into these shelves.
No, you can pick them up.
Yeah, I want to try and see if I can find any traps that would be triggered by opening them. Do they have a lock?
They don't have a lock on them, and they're not
Okay.
connected to anything on the shelf. You can just reach in and pick them up.
Right. Okay, I'll pick one up.
And it's very heavy. There's some amount of something inside.
And yeah, I want to. But I want to like before I try opening it, I want to see if I can find any trap that I think would be triggered by like a poison needle on the inside or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make an
Well,
investigation check.
Before you do that, or after you do that, before you
Yeah.
open up the thing, do you want me to cast Identify on the thing that I'm catching necromancy from?
You can do that. I'll work on the mechanical parts. That's a 9 on perception.
Investigation, not perception.
Oh, investigation. That's way better. First of all, I'm always smoking,
Yeah.
so that's going to be a 18 on investigation.
No, neither of the little coffers look to be trapped.
And I look safe. I'm going to bring them over to here, though.
Okay.
Florian, do you want to mage hand these open?
I would love to mage hand those open. Hooray!
I love the idea that
Inside each coffer, first of all, each one contains 5 50 GP gems. Each one also contains 40 gold coins. Looking at the coins, you don't recognize the minting at all. First of all, the minting is exquisite, far beyond the minting you've ever seen in coinage in Dunfoss or even foreign lands. This minting had to have been done magically. This just wasn't pressed out of a machine. On one side of the coin, you see the same impaled heart as the filigreed on top of the coffer. And on the other side, you see 2 curved horns that kind of embrace at the top of the coin, curve down around the sides of it, leaving the center of the coin eerily blank. It looks like something is supposed to go there that's just missing.
Hey, Seeker, if you
Yeah.
haven't stopped concentrating, do you want to take a quick look at these coins in case the boxes are made of lead? They're pretty heavy.
Yeah, I want to look at the stuff inside there.
The boxes themselves aren't especially heavy. They're just made out of some kind of
Okay.
hardwood.
making
It's
sure,
just
like-
they're full of coins and gems.
I just want to make sure that there wasn't like lead lining on those boxes that prevented Seeker from seeing magic before
No.
we close.
Nothing
Okay.
in the box is magical.
All right, then I'm
I'll
going to start
load
casting
those onto the
Identify.
pack saddle on Scrappy, who's definitely over 500 pounds now.
So, about one of those coins, can I take a look at it?
Yeah, take your one.
Lucius takes a look at one of the coins. Do I recognize any of the iconography on it?
You do not.
Okay.
So it was 10 50 gold piece gems, right?
Yes.
And how many coins?
80 total. 40 in each coffer.
And those are gold.
Gold.
I'll put the coin back and say I'd never seen it. Never seen it before.
Seeker.
Yeah.
If you have your Dungeons Master's Guide to hand,
Okay.
there is a magic item called Chaotum's Ointment.
Is that a C or a K?
K. Chaotum's Ointment. It's a kind of healing ointment. This little jar... Jar! That's the word I was looking for. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This little jar contains 5 doses. Here's the problem. You found the opposite of Chaotum's Ointment. Instead of healing for, 2d8 plus 2?
Yes.
Flesh contact with this ointment will deal 2d8 plus 2 necrotic damage, and you become poisoned.
Will it also disease them?
My notes don't say that. Is it supposed to cure disease?
Yeah, it cures disease.
Oh, then it absolutely does, but I don't know exactly what kind of disease.
Just roll a dice.
How
End
many
up with-
doses are we looking at here?
Yeah, 5 in this jar.
All right.
And it just smells like grave earth.
Does the jar have a stopper?
It does. It has a stopper to the top.
Oh yeah, and I'll take that and safely put it in my pack.
Okay.
You tell us what
with
it
your
is.
acid.
All right, with my acid.
Do you tell us what it is?
I give you the gist. It's like a really the simplest way to put it is that it's like a really dangerous poison.
That's kind of dire, yeah.
Like, don't spread it on your toast.
No, but if you wanted to spread it on your arrows, I wouldn't tell you not to.
Fair.
I feel like we could fill up a vial with it somehow without touching it. Then we can throw them.
Just put it into like a syringe. Like Alex invents syringes to make syringe arrows.
Would I
Alright, let's check this door.
Currency?
And opening up this door
It's not magical.
Okay.
opens into a small room. And just like its opposite on the other side, it has a shaft in the wall.
Huh.
And this
You
one
wanna have
slopes
Tony
sharply
look up
upward.
that shaft?
Can we climb up the shaft? Is that something we could do?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Can Tony fly up the shaft?
Yeah, Tony can fly up the shafts.
Yeah, Tony. Let's see what's up there.
Does Tony have dark vision?
No, but I'm going to grab one
I'll
of
go.
those light pebbles.
Yeah, I'll give
Okay.
him a coin.
Yeah, he flies up, and the shaft looks to be the same as the previous one, except the space that it opens into at the top is extremely small and made of stone.
Huh.
Like, it's not even
And-
as big as a 5x5 room.
And Tony will kind of flutter back down, letting me know that.
Mhm.
If I had to guess, guys, it's probably inside or underneath one of those sarcophagi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Alright.
Alright, let's,
There's
you want to
nothing-
head down
none
the
of those
stairs on
creatures
the
in
opposite
this
side?
area. Yeah, there's no other
Still haven't
creatures in
checked.
this area. We can cover this other side. And yeah, we should probably check the southwest corner.
So where are we going next?
Right up
Alright,
here.
so we will open that door when we pick this up next week.
Awesome. Good timing.
Okay. I'm gonna leave myself here so we know.
Alright, so I'm
That's
gonna
perfect timing for me.
go dark for a few seconds while I paste a straw poll and add up a whole bunch of experience. I'll be back in about 2 minutes. You guys can think about your blips.
All right. Badass.
I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was pretty cool, pretty badass how I ate that critical hit to give Lucius, so Lucius could
For
back
Lucius,
up and
yeah.
not have disadvantage.
Was that badass or was it dumb? The two things are not necessarily indistinguishable.
No, that was not dumb. It was unlucky because it was a calculated risk.
Don't we start with
Be-
creative?
Yeah.
Our calculated risk badass. I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good with that.
Because I have a 20 AC.
No, yeah, that's fair. I'm willing to.
No,
I'm
yeah.
willing to buy your argument.
Alright, then, who's the most creative today?
Let's see. Go. Did.
I liked torching up Scrappy's butt.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Would
Just
that
build it.
maybe that's party goal?
Is it the party goal to torch up Scrappy's butt?
To illuminate his ass.
Do you have an alternate creative
Okay.
suggestion?
I don't know.
I mean, who furthered the party's goals today?
Let's see. I'm gonna go with Alex for being pretty on point with, traps and checking all that and things like that.
Gus
Yeah.
didn't have to bumble into a single trap.
And yes, that's where I'm getting at.
I mean, I don't think there was a single trap.
If there was, I would. No, there wasn't because I didn't find it.
Listen. I don't want to make you all jelly, but I did get a grocery delivery today, and it has the biggest box of Pringles I've ever seen in my life. 27 cans of Pringles.
Oh my god.
What are you gonna do with 27?
What are you gonna do with all those
Eat
Pringles?
them. He's gonna eat
I mean,
them.
I don't think they go bad.
What do you
Pringles.
think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna crush them up in the bathtub and submerge myself. I'm gonna fucking eat them. Is what I'm gonna do.
At the same time, they're Pringles. They don't exactly go good.
Well, no, because you could crumble them up and put them on those hamburgers like that one place. Because that was good.
Who wants some
And
experience?
I love experience.
Intangibles. Intangibles.
I love experience.
So,
We can get to intangibles at the end.
so for the 2 big monsters that you guys fought and the 13 little monsters that you fought, grand total of 410 experience for each of you.
That's a decent chunk.
Yep.
And short of being nice.
And who wants to do their blips first?
I've got 2. I'll go.
Alex, go.
That was 410,
Ideal,
right?
the dead deserve dignity, the living deserve to reap what they sow for burying those hobgoblins.
Bugbears.
And Law, I'm sure we can handle this for wanting to head right back down into the mausoleum.
I don't know if I should give you your ideal, because yeah, you dug the graves, but you didn't know who you were digging them for. What I need
Wait,
to
am
do
I
is,
supposed to go take a course on comparative hobgoblin Oh, I'm sorry, bugbears.
I need to
Oh my god! Ugh.
I need to design an adventure where the difference between bugbears and hobgoblins is actually an important
I was gonna
key
be like,
point.
do I have to go take a course on comparative bugbear religion?
I think you need to take like a sensitivity training course.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Razu's out there somewhere really mad right now.
The difference between a hobgoblin and a bugbear is a hobgoblin is a big goblinoid creature that's covered in hair and is super mean, and so is a bugbear.
Right, but with a hobgoblin, there's 8 more of them.
Who's next?
I'll go.
All march.
Seeker.
Alright, I've got good is only taking from those who can afford it. Chaos is taking them for all they're worth. When we came all the way out here, and Seeker would be damned if we weren't going to explore these crypts for whatever we could get. And then when Gus later asked, wait a second, I don't know if we can take anything, this might be grave robbing, Seeker responded that it's not grave robbing if they're demon worshippers.
So it's the being the demon worshippers that's what invalidates any protection they have a right to in their own graves.
No, it's the fact that Seeker needed to come up with an excuse to tell Gus that
Right.
invalidates their right to a goal right, in their own graves.
So you were gonna rob the grave no matter what.
Right.
Okay, gotcha. What else you got?
They're not using it. Opportunity is everywhere if you can see it. For my discussion that, like, listen, even though the tomb is probably empty, if we can't find something useful in this tomb, that's on us. Also, pointing out the most valuable thing in this place might be just whatever's creating that alchemical fire.
Okay.
And finally, anybody could be fooled except for me for tricking the creatures with the roar of the monster just until it failed as we were making our way out, so that we had to scramble on our way out of the entrance.
And who's next?
Florian will go.
Florian.
True neutral. Sometimes you have laws, but laws are also restrictive. Sometimes you have to be good, but there's no way to define good for being the only person in this party to insist that we continue to torture the creature in the room as a way to kill him.
Okay.
Because apparently people had a problem with that, but you know what? wasn't done. Ideals are infinite truths. We must experience as many as we can and figure out their validity for being persuaded to go back in. Because he is, in fact, very curious
Okay.
about what this tomb is. Flaws. There's always an explanation. Always consider. I'm good.
Okay. Who's next?
Gus will go. Okay.
Gus.
Okay. Neutral good. I must be a benefactor and strive to leave things in a better state than I found it. For my deep concerns about archaeology versus grave robbing.
Those corpses belong in a museum.
Ideals. My companions are my support structure, and I must do what I can to protect them from themselves. For going back into the crypt, even though it was a very bad idea. And I cannot claim my flaw, but Gus really needs a drink right now.
And Lucius, what you got?
In the video.
And the video.
Drink the sarcophagus juice.
No,
Corpse
don't do
jungle
that.
juice.
I've got Lucius's alignment, lawful neutral, take your place in society and work well for your fellow people. Take care of your own.
Okay.
For insisting that we get the hell out of here, but also that like we came out here for some swag, and we didn't get any from Mr. Wolf, so we're gonna have to do what we can make do with what we got here.
Okay.
Knowledge is paramount for being very inquisitive about basically all of the demonic iconography in this area.
Gross.
Yeah. And Lucius didn't really take any risks because we were kind of back up against the wall and he didn't want to take any real super chances.
Next time.
So
Yeah,
we're
next
not,
time.
as a risk, we're not counting, I'm going to crawl safely down this chute even though Gus hasn't gone in ahead of me.
I mean, if you'll give it to me, sure.
I absolutely will not. That's ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. Who had the most creative solution to a problem this session?
That was putting the torch in the back of... I forgot his name. Crap. The badger. Scrappy.
Torching Scrappy's butt.
So that it can be lit with thaumaturgy real easy.
So we're giving that to
Excuse me.
Seeker?
Prestidigitation.
Whatever, it's the same spell.
No, it is not.
I can't open up doors unless
Who am I awarding this book to?
me.
Okay. Who furthered the party's goals the most?
Was that the one we didn't get to?
No,
No,
we gave that to
no.
Alex for being on point for traps, even though there weren't any.
Okay. Who was the badass?
We gave that to Gus for
Eating
making
that
a calculated decision to move away from a monster, even though it led to him eating a crit.
And intangibles.
We hadn't got
That's the
there.
one we got to yet.
Lucius or
Florian?
Florian, can you think of something cool you did this session?
I slid down the slide.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. The slide.
Taking him out instantly?
Taking Lucius out instantly. I did get a save, though.
And Lucius also takes our straw poll for the week.
Yay!
I'm awarding everybody one blip for safely getting Tom out of the dungeon.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, he's
So-
still in the woods and crippled, so he ain't going far.
So I've got 4 for Alexander, all 4 of which you need to roll over. Blips right now are
60.
We're still level 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so,
they're
yeah.
worth 60. Florian, I've got 5, all of which you're rolling over. Gus is taking 5. I have you currently at 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many are you going into next session with?
Let me do some math and I will get back to you.
Okay, Lucius, I've got
Hey.
3. And I currently have you sitting on 4.
I didn't spend any.
Nope, I stopped you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's correct. I deducted them without... Alright, so you're rolling over all of those, and Seeker, I have 5, all of which you're rolling over.
Oh. I am at level 4 now.
Yep, that sounds right. because I'm
See,
100
wait.
short, and you got more from some blips after the last.
See, so it's another 240 if we cash in 6. Right?
Oh, I can.
Am I
Yeah,
mapping
you know
right?
what? No, I'm gonna cash in 2 of my blips.
If you cash in 6, you're getting 360.
360.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just tell me how
Still
many
not
you're
enough to
going
get-
into next session with.
4 for
Still not
Alex. I'm
enough.
gonna cash in 2 more.
Okay.
270
You,
minus.
Brick, how many did you say I was getting in session? 5?
5.
Then I'm going in with 6.
Going in with 6. Okay. And who?
I'm going in with 6 as well.
Florian is going in with 6.
And Gus.
I'm going in with. How much? There were 60 apiece.
60 apiece.
So that's. I
Math-
need to
math
cash
is hard.
in. Yeah, no. I need to cash in 7. So I had 4, so 2.
Going in with 2. And who made it to level 4?
I did.
I did.
I did.
Who didn't?
1,
I
2,
did
3,
not.
4, 5, 6. So it's
Okay.
Cashing in on.
6, 6,
cashing in
6.
all of my blips, I don't think would be enough. So,
Yeah, I'm 15 points shy if even if I cashed in 6. So yeah, trying to think. Is there anything that I could have?
It's okay, you'll
for my
get-
flaw.
You'll get a bunch next session more if you wait. That's
got the
what
one
we
for-
did, and that's why we jumped past
Yeah.
Alex.
You got the one from the straw poll, right?
Lucius.
Like you
did.
actually wrote that down? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So when we open it up next week, we'll be seeing what's on the other side of this terrible door, and some of us will be level 4. Let me go ahead and save this map.
All right.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing. I'll see everybody next Sunday.
I'm putting that in
Later.
Facebook as Keogum's toilet.